Howdy there.
Hello, Governor.
Fancy you should call me Governor. I love government and discussing it.
Me too. Let's chat about it.
The concept of divided government in the United States means that one political party can control the executive branch while another controls the legislative branch. This poses problems for the president in making appointments to federal offices.
That sounds problematic for a president trying to make federal appointments.
It is. There's greater policy conflict or likely ideological disagreement. It also narrows the potential candidate pool, and offices could go unfilled. There's tougher committee scrutiny, and personal attacks are often made. It makes it very hard to get congressional, Senate, legislature approval, confirmation or ratification of appointments.
I've heard that over time, the government distribution of benefits to elderly was 20% of social welfare spending in 1965, but has increased to 35% of social welfare spending in 1985. On the other hand, social welfare spending on children went from 37% in 1965 to 24% in 1985. They equaled each other in 1879, but elderly spending has increased as children's spending has declined.
What does that demonstrate about the distribution of government benefits over time?
Well, the proportions have gone in opposite directions, with elderly going up and children going down.
What are some politically relevant factors that have affected the change in distribution of government benefits between children and the elderly?
Rising elderly population, shrinking birth rates, increased life expectancy, voting numbers and rates, more effective elderly interest groups, like UP, public awareness for elderly issues, like no double dipping, and children cannot vote and are not as politically organized or active as older people.
Explain how those factors have affected the change in government distribution of benefits.
With an increasing elderly population living longer and in effective interest groups, they can contribute more votes, pressure, time and money into receiving more benefits.
Did you know that political institutions can present both obstacles and opportunities to racial minority groups in their efforts to gain political influence?
Yes, I have heard that federalism, the United States political party system, and the United States electoral system can present obstacles, but I am not sure how.
I will explain. Federalism is a type of government in which power is shared between the state and federal government. It can present an obstacle to minority groups because states can prevent group members from voting, plus state governments control voter registration and elections. The United States political party system can take minority groups for granted and offer less opportunity for representation. The United States electoral system can hinder minority groups by racially gerrymandering districts to weaken minority representation and using runoff elections.
But can't those same obstacles also offer minority groups opportunities?
Yes, they can. Thanks to federalism, minority groups get civil liberties from the federal constitution that give them protections at the state level. Additionally, federalism allows minority groups to appeal to the federal government by submitting things like judicial reviews. The United States political party system can provide opportunities by allowing minority groups to become a valued constituency in a major party and recruiting minorities as party workers. The United States electoral system can provide opportunities by providing a greater number of seats to be voted for and by gerrymandering to benefit minorities.
Have you noticed that in the last half of the 20th century, voter turnout for federal elections has declined and turnout for presidential elections has gotten considerably higher than turnout for midterm elections? What factors could be contributing to this?
I have noticed, and I believe I know why. Over the years, political alignment has led to more and more people straying away from the major political parties. This, along with the loss of faith and trust in government, has led to a decline in voter turnout. Furthermore, presidential elections risk significantly more voter turnouts than midterm elections because of the media hype during presidential campaigning and the fact that there's more information available about presidential candidates than midterm election candidates. It is because of these reasons that voter turnout has shifted over the years.
Oh, jolly good. I did enjoy our conversation about government. It was absolutely smashing. Thank you, Governor.